Broadcasting from the basement of La Penta, it's WICR.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the Sports Vault Jersey. Joe Archino back here, and you cannot win in the NBA playoffs without an identity established. There are not as many teams in the playoffs as you would think that have an established identity. Some, it takes them time to find it, some they develop it over time. But I think there are a certain set of teams who come into the NBA playoffs with an established identity, and it's why they are in the position that they currently are with the 2-0 lead in most cases, as we see with Golden State and as we see with San Antonio. And the next one that I think we will see go up 2-0 in their series is the Cleveland Cavaliers tonight. And while Cleveland has struggled to find their identity for the majority of the season, they had spurts where they had it, they had spurts where they lost it. That's a troubling sign, but you can always resort back to what your identity is. Even when you lose it, you can always go back to what it is, especially when you have a club that's led by such a savvy and smart player like LeBron James. You can always go back, and it's very easy to see what that identity is, and it is exactly what got them the win in their Game 1, because, again, I think people look at Game 1, and you look at the box score, and it's very easy if you didn't actually watch the game to see what happened there, but it was a struggle for the Cavaliers. It was not the most pretty game, and it certainly wasn't the kind of imposing performance you would have liked to see from them after what hasn't been the perfect end to their regular season, but they won it behind three players. They won it behind Kyrie, they won it behind Kevin Love, and then, of course, LeBron James. Kyrie finishes that game with 31 points. Kevin Love finishes it out with 28, and LeBron finishes it out with 22. He is the lowest man on the totem pole in the scoring department. And I think that's what LeBron kind of wants at this stage of his career. When he started the season, his goal was to really become much less of a scorer and get other people much more involved. And I think when Cleveland was in the playoffs last year, you got to think of it from this. He was really the only player on that team with the veteran playoff experience. The core of that team, I'm not talking about the Mike Millers and the guy and a few other players, but the majority of that team had no playoff experience. Kyrie didn't, Tristan Thompson didn't, Kevin Love didn't, and those are incredibly important players. But now they've seen it, they've been there, they've been in the finals. Kevin Love didn't play in the finals, but he got a taste of it. He knew what it was like being in that scenario. And now, with that experience under their belt, I think the pressure is off a little bit more, and they can just go out there and be free, because this is what it is. When we look at the Miami Heat's runs, where the Heat won 2 of their titles, they went to 4 finals, they lost 2, they won 2. But largely in the games that mattered the most, they were spearheaded by LeBron and Wade. People always forget in Game 7 of the 2013 finals, when the Heat beat the Spurs the first time in Game 7, when they won the Game 6 behind Ray Allen's incredible shot, went to the Game 7. People forget Chris Bosh had 0 points in that game. Almost incredible to think that the core of that team, one of the most important players of that core 3, didn't score a point in the Game 7. It was all LeBron and Wade leading the way like they were supposed to. And that's what it really comes down to in this moment. It's the reason why Cleveland is a cut above everyone else in the Eastern Conference, because they have definable superstars that nobody else has. It's going to take the combined efforts of Love, Kyrie, and LeBron leading the way, and then you get contributions along the way. You get timely shooting from guys like J.R. Smith and other players. That's all you really need. The formula to win has been set in stone by LeBron James. When he got his first title with the Miami Heat against the Thunder, it was exactly that. It was a combined effort, him and Wade paving the way. And then what did they get? They got extraordinarily timely shooting from players like Mike Miller and Shane Battier and Norris Cole. That is the formula. LeBron has won with it before, and he could win with it again. It wasn't possible last season because even though it was the easiest path LeBron has ever had to the NBA Finals, it was such and more pressure on him because Kyrie was so limited throughout the Eastern Conference run, and then Kevin Love was basically a non-factor since he got so hurt so early in the Celtics series. but it was all LeBron, and even with just LeBron getting to the finals, that was the easiest it ever was in his career. Now this season, as long as Kevin and as long as Kyrie are able to stay healthy and get them back to the finals, no matter how good Golden State is, I think Cleveland has a much better shot than they did last season. And last season, that was a series that was competitive. Cleveland's lineup, their physicality and their toughness really gave the Warriors problems. It's just the way it is. The Warriors have, I still think they will win the title. There's no debate about that, but it gets much more interesting now as long as Cleveland is able to hold on to their identity. Because even in that series last year, with all the circumstances that Cleveland had, it was a series. And if Kyrie Irving doesn't get hurt in that overtime of Game 1, it's a completely different series. But now that we look at it, their path to the Eastern Conference Finals is assured. Their path to the NBA Finals is assured. As we look across at the Eastern Conference right now with the standings, Cleveland up 1-0 in their series. I think after tonight we all expect they go up 2-0. Atlanta up 2-0 against Boston. Miami 1-0, up one game against Charlotte. They play tonight as well. And Toronto and Indiana, they split the first two games. But I think Miami and Charlotte is probably the most competitive series outside of Toronto and Indiana. Those two series will go back and forth. Atlanta will probably sweep Boston, unless maybe Boston gets one game in there, and I think Cleveland, of course, sweeps Detroit. But it really all comes down to the fact, just trying to separate Cleveland from everyone else, because there just is such a dramatic drop-off. It has changed. If you asked me in December, I would have told you the same thing. The distinction, the separation between Cleveland and everyone else is just too large. If you asked me in February, I would have said the same thing. But then when we got to kind of some stages closing out the season, it changed a little bit. In the final weeks of the season, they were far from perfect, and then maybe in the last four games, they regained their composure a little bit. But now it's back. They've reasserted their identity, and I think having a Game 1 go the way that it did and winning it the way they did with the formula of the big three scoring the majority, paving the way, that's the formula that has won for LeBron before, and I think it's the formula that can win again. But there is a juggernaut in the Golden State Warriors that we all expect to win, which stands in their way, and it's going to be a mighty tall task to get that one done. But until then, Jersey, Joe Archino, here with the Sports Vault. You can follow me on Twitter at Joe Archino and on Instagram, Jersey_Joe_Archino, and I'll see everybody next time